August 28 is a spinnerbait a good bait to fish at night on flats? If it is, how do you fish it? Good morning, guys and girls. August 28. Good morning, August 28. Looking at the book of John 13, 35 in our Catch a Better Life book. If you want to copy this book, you can get it at jimmyhouston.com. Bass Pro Shop, Cabela's, Barnes & Noble's, Hobby Lobby. If you want it signed, send us your book. We'll be happy to personalize it, sign it, send it back to you. They are gift books. It's exactly what they are. So if you want to buy some for somebody, if you want to get them from us, let us know. Let us know who you want them signed to. I'll be happy to personalize them, sign them, send them back to y'all. August 28. We start out with a scripture each day, every single day, 365 days a year. We have a devotional built around fishing and a fishing tip for every single day. You're going to become a better person, become a better fisherman as well. John 13:35 says, "By this all will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another." People will know that you and I are Jesus' disciples simply if we have love for one another. Here's what I wrote about that. This is a really special devotional for me today. I just read through it a minute ago and kind of brought tears to my eyes. So I'm going to try to get through it the best I can. I've talked often about how awesome a lifelong fishing partner I have in my beautiful wife, Chris. She's not only a world champion bass angler herself, who really knows how to locate fish, she knows how to catch fish. She's just a lot of fun to fish with. She's just a blast to fish with. And she doesn't get hung up very often. That's really a blessing. That's a great blessing from God right there. She's such a good fisherman, such a good caster. She just doesn't get hung up hardly ever at all. I get hung up more than she does. Don't tell her I said that. Do not tell her I said that. People don't have to be around Chris and I very much to see how much we love each other. Come December, right around the corner, we'll have been married 60 years. That's right, 60 years, ever since we was teenagers. People shouldn't have to be around as much to tell how much we love God and that we count ourselves among Jesus' disciples. Jesus was talking to his hand-picked disciples. Can I tell you, Jesus hand-picked you and me as well to be his disciples. And as Jesus says in today's verse, we show it. We show it by our love for one another. We smile at everybody we meet. We say a prayer for folks when they're hurting, when they're sick, when they need a little encouragement. We share a kind word every chance we get. We share an encouraging word. We don't gossip. We don't talk bad about people. We build them up. We speak life into somebody's life. We say an uplifting word to those who are down. We lend a helping hand when needed. And we demonstrate a sincere concern and a sharing to those who need Jesus Christ. Those folks that we run into that we feel like may not be saved, we share Jesus. We talk about Jesus. We talk about what Jesus has done in our life around others. That's being Jesus' disciple. That's showing, I believe, the ultimate love. It's talking about what God does in our lives. Here's our tip for today, and it's a good one. Spinnerbait at night. Yes, sir, spinnerbait is good to fish at night on the flats. This is water like 3, 4, 5, 6 feet deep. Might be over grass, might not be. Might be around brush and timber and stuff like that. Might not be. Might just be a flat point, or a flat back in a pocket or something like that. You're going to fish a spinnerbait at night. How should you fish it? Fish it fast, just like you do in the daytime on a flat. You don't want to slow roll that thing out there. Fish it fast. Throw it out there. Bring it in right up close to the top of the water. They will jerk the rod out of your hands. I couldn't believe it the first time that happened to me, and I didn't figure that out on my own. So many things in fishermen we learn from in fishing. We learn from other folks, and that's great. That's why we go fishing with other folks, is we have fun with them, and we learn something from them. They learn something from us, hopefully, and we all become better fishermen. We all have more fun with it. I was fishing with a guy on Lake Tenkiller. We were catching fish on a flat on a spinnerbait right before dark. The last hour or so, we whacked them. When it got dark, we moved over and started fishing bluffs, started fishing jigs working slow down that bluff, throwing spinnerbait, slow rolling that spinnerbait, slow rolling, barely turning that handle, let that bait go down there, feeling that big old blade just kind of turn once every minute and vibrate and thump that rod a little bit. Oh, we didn't catch any fish. We fished for a couple hours and we didn't catch any fish. And the guy I was fishing with wasn't a great fisherman, but he loved to fish. And he said, Jimmy, he said, can I ask you a question? And I said, yeah. He said, how come we're not fishing back over there where we caught all those fish? And I said, well, it got dark on us. At dark, we moved to these steeper banks. We fished deeper. We fished around the boat docks, got lights on them. We fished around deeper points. We fished deep and slower. He said, why? I said, well, because that's the way to catch them at night. That's how we catch them at night. He said, that's where they are at night. He said, so those fish we were catching over there half a mile across the lake over there on that flat, they're all over here now? He was serious. And I said, well, no, they're not all over here. He said, where are they? I said, well, they're still back over there. He said, why don't we go fish for them? And I said, well, let's go fish for them. And we went over there. He didn't know any difference. He threw spinnerbait out, started winding across the top of the water, just like we was doing before dark. Whack, caught a fish. And we whacked them. I learned a valuable lesson right there. And I've caught them that way forever. So if you're going to fish at night, fish on flats, fish a spinnerbait fast, just like you would fish in the daytime. If you found fish there in the daytime, they'll be there at night. They'll even bite better. Guys and girls, go out there and have your great one. And remember, I surely love you.